Hi everyone, Andy here. I would love to show you a cool new feature of Wireshark in this video. Now this is available with the 3.4.0 public release. It was actually available, this particular feature was available in the 3.3.0, but that was an engineering release, okay? So if you have 3.4 or later, you should be good to follow along with this video on your machine and take advantage of one of these cool new features that I want to show you. All right, so I'm going to start capturing here on my Ethernet interface. Before I do, let me point out lower right here that I am in my default profile. Okay, and we're going to make a change to our environment. And so before I do that, let's create a new profile. Okay, so we right click down here and we're going to say new, and we're going to call it packet diagram, because that's the feature we are going to take a look at. So I'm going to say OK. You can see my profile has changed to packet diagram. Now, what I want to do without changing anything other than creating this new profile, I just want to start a quick capture on Ethernet 2. So I'm going to start capturing. And this is the default profile that you're probably all used to. There's a packet capture list that's appearing up here. It's just scrolling away as it captures packets. Actually, let me stop that. And then in the center, whatever packet we have selected, you can see that that is in the center, and we can expand and contract this as we wish to look at the different areas of the packet. And then the bytes of the packet are shown in the bottom pane here. These are called panes. So pane number 1, pane number 2, pane number 3. All right, now to see this new feature, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Edit and then Preferences. And we're going to go to Layout. Now, I've made this a little bit bigger than the normal window size when you click on this, so don't freak out. Yours might be a bit smaller. That's fine. So we can see we've got these 3 horizontal panes. In pane number 1, we have the packet list. In pane number 2, we have the packet details. And in pane number 3 over here, we have the packet bytes. Now the new feature is just below that. You can see it says packet diagram, and this is available in any one of the panes. So the first thing I suggest you do to make this really usable is that you change from this 3 horizontal panes to the T pane, what I call it. It's with pane number 1 at the top, and then pane 2 on the lower left and pane 3 on the lower right. Okay, so select that so that it's highlighted like I have. And then in pane number 3, you want to select the packet diagram. Okay, and now say OK. And notice that the layout has changed just like we asked. Now I like to reposition this a little bit, kind of bring this up. And we'll make the font actually a little bit bigger so we can see. And you can see that it adjusts the fonts in all 3 panes, which is really nice. Now, let's pick frame number 1, okay? Now you can, of course, your traffic will look different. You can pick any one you want, but you'll get the idea. What's happening here is we're getting a beautiful diagram of this frame on this lower right-hand side in pane number 3. And this is in 32-bit word format, which equals all of the standards and so forth. And we have the entire packet being diagrammed. You can see this one is an IPv4 packet. We can see that we're carrying UDP, and then this one is MDNS, Multicast Domain Name System. And you can see that's all been drawn out. You see the double lines. These are for variable length fields and so forth, just to concatenate the view so that we see a nice clean view of this. Really, really nice. Why would I use this? The use case, I think, is very straightforward. If you're an education person, then you're going to use this to show exactly what these protocols look like as you're teaching people how these protocols work. And I certainly have started using this myself in my own classes. If you are a pen tester, or you're doing a network analysis of some kind, or you're troubleshooting using Wireshark, then what you're going to do is you're going to need to create a record of what you saw. And this is a great way to draw the picture without having to use any sort of outside animation. And watch this. This is a really cool feature. If I right click in this pane, I can say show field values. And now Wireshark has actually populated not only the name of this particular area of the protocol, like the destination, the source address, and the type, but we also see that the actual values from the packet have been filled in here. How cool is that? So now I've got a perfect diagramming tool. In fact, what I can do is right click on this and I can say save diagram as, and I can go to my desktop here, okay, and we'll just give this a name. Let's say test diagram. Okay, and I'm putting it on my desktop so it's easy for me to show you. And you can see it puts it in PNG or BMP or JPEG. I'm just going to use the PNG, it's fine. And click save. Now let's minimize Wireshark and we should see, there it is right there, test diagram. I can now double click this, open it up in whatever viewer I wish, and there's a beautifully drawn picture. I can put this image now into a document or whatever, and it is an image, so people can't edit it or change it or whatever. So really, really, really nice feature of Wireshark. Now, again, I suggest you create this profile. I'll put a link in the description of how you can create custom profiles and so forth, because that's basically what we did. There's lots of power in these profiles, and I've got a great video on that, so I'll put a link in the description. I'll also put a link in there to some of our classes, but I hope that this new feature in Wireshark 3.4 and onward is going to help you in your documentation efforts, in your training efforts, or even just, teaching your colleagues or visualizing what's going on with your packet network. Thanks for watching, and remember, capture every day. See you in the next video.